Long trek today. My backyard. It's a good day for it. Usually once a year, oddly enough, I detect my own yard just to see what's out here. And today is a good day for it because it's about 95 degrees. I already went out this morning and I went to an area where I wanted to see what was up on top of the hill, and it was ferny. It was pretty rough going. Whoa, see? There were walls kind of hidden in the ferns, but there was nothing up there. But I had to check. So then I went down to the cellar hole that's near there, and I dug one thing. Ah, there we go. A piece of relic. Oh, it's actually pretty small. It's an escutcheon. It is actually almost all there, it's just that small. Nice. So after an hour and a half in the heat, I was out of fluid, soaking wet. I had to come home and change. It was crazy. But I pulled one relic and I got to see that there was nothing on top of that hill. So, not knowing what else to do today, but wanting to detect, I figured, let's just do it here. Electronics. And I do find strange things in my yard. So it's not like most New Hampshire ground. There's no walls here. This was basically land for timber, being there was a mill way off behind me. But I have no idea. It's that. So on the other end of the meadow was a mill site, and the family name that owned all of this around here, that's what they did. They cut timber. So people have obviously been out here cutting timber for hundreds of years, and I don't think our road showed up until the early 1900s, so this was just woods for the longest time. I have found shotgun shells out here in the 100-year range. So, the usual. Loggers, hunters, and people dropping electronics. Actually wonder what the hell that's from. Still waiting and hoping to find that one really old thing, or a somewhat old coin out here. Because I haven't. Oh, there's an old shotgun shell. Today, we will look at these. Winchester Ranger, number 16. Just kind of interesting to see the age of things where people were roaming around in your yard, but once just woods. Piece of cast iron, something or other, in about 2,000 amps. Oh, that's cool. And could be very old. It's an iron wedge. And I'm assuming from logging. And it should be from old logging because, well, that hasn't happened here a real long time. Nice. My thought has always been, so during the 1700s, 1800s, they would have been logging this and dragging it all off to the edge. I'm sure there was a lot more openness and water there to get the timber down to the mill. And with all that working going on, somebody had to have dropped something. I'm assuming that wedge is very old. And then again, the hunters, or whoever was traveling through here, before the houses went in the later part of the 1900s. But that's cool. Oh, no way. It's a coin. It's a memorial penny. Beauty. That rang up low. Definitely not going to see a date. So right on the edge of the trail, this goes all the way around the wetland. It's been here forever. I keep it maintained because I like trails, and it has definitely gotten a lot of use through the years, and I'm sure people still wander through because it just connects and goes all the way about. So that was the meadow trail part of the yard. Now this is the edge of what I call the flashlight test facility. This is where I film a lot of my beam shots and stuff. But it's more interesting over here because at some point in time somebody dumped stuff. This is sticking out of the ground. I don't know where it came from, why, whatever. But there's all kinds of random things that I pull out of the ground, even when I'm just out here. There's another one. Tons of these things. Whatever they are. Actually, I'll show you my pile. We pull them and just stack them here against the tree because there's enough of them, but these things, big gear, have all come out of the ground right back here. So at least we have that going for us for a location. Dumpage. Another one. The more I clean back here and rake, the more things that pop up. I actually just spotted this too. Yeah. The more I look around, the more things popping up, you know. Springtime cleaning, raking, and then all the summer rain pushing it to the surface. Wow, that sounds like glass. Right behind you guys, I just looked over. Wow, hold on. It's really popping up this year. Well, I spent enough time cleaning the ground everywhere else. Might as well do it in my own yard. Seriously. That wasn't glass. Guess we'll add it to the pile. Oh, another one. Oh, no. That thing. right? It's another one of those rods. You gotta figure 50 years ago even, there was only a couple houses on the road. It was a dirt road. All it would have taken is for one Yahoo to drive out here and dump once. Well, at least it's getting cleaned. I cannot believe how much crap is in here. I've been pushing this back the last couple of years, the leaves and brush, and it's just exposing it. I'm gonna have to spend some time on this off camera. All right, another idea and approach. Machine switch up, small coil. So the front yard near the road, same thing. We've been pushing it back, cleaning it, and Jen and I, for whatever reason, right up here, found 110, 120 pennies. They're not from us, must be from the original occupants, but for whatever reason they're right over here in what was really thick brush right next to the road. So let's see if we can find any more. So they were all memorials. There was one wheat penny, and I think there was one dime. And there is one beer bottle. Schaefer. Roadside throw. But out of the ground and out of my yard. And just to give you an example, it all looked like this in here. Just stuff I wanted to get rid of and, you know, make it nice, smooth, and clean. And it was after we started pulling all this stuff out, we were finding them by raking. And then we decided to detect, and it just didn't stop. It was fun. There's one. I was gonna say it sounded like multiples. There's two. And 1982 and 1992. Nice. Right on the surface. Yeah, memorial again. 94. Huh, now that's interesting. Pretty much in the front yard. It's an old shotgun shell. And I've even always wondered about them bringing in fill when they did this, because, you know, where the house sits is not natural ground. Remington Express. So that's pretty old, and that wasn't even an inch deep, which means it was in the topsoil. And this is why metal detecting is fun. Even in your own yard you can be surprised. There it is. Yeah, still, even after all these years, I'm having no problem finding them. 1981. 1984. 1984 again. 1986. Oh, there's another one with it. Double stack. 1980. I'll just leave the flashlight out. 2000. Okay, we got a Canadian. Something exotic. And that's either 88 or 83. Nice. Something for the collection. Crazy though, right? And what's funny is I didn't even think to mention, but I've moved away from the road. I'm just working around the edge here. So you can see how far away it is. That's where the majority of them were, and I just kept following the trail. And this spot just put out how many? Quite a few. Ready? Let's try it again. Let's see how easy it is. Well, it took 20 seconds of moving, but it's still pretty easy. '81. That was in there a little. Okay, rock for the wall. And it is a nickel. Nice. Differentness. Yeah, brick. $1979. Wow. Not only am I hearing them as I re-swing, but I'm seeing them. There's one. That's not what we were hearing. There's another. It's like they just fertilized the yard with them. There's 3, 4, 5. Well, they're actually kind of deep over here. Six. Huh. So, most of them have been on the surface. We're now getting down in a bit. Seven. I just want to see if they're all memorials or something different, because obviously we just found a Canadian, which is cool. Yep, all memorial. Strange. Well, fun as usual. And metal detecting should be fun. Always out killing ourselves trying to find relics. I did get a relic this one, so that's good. Alright. And just, you know, surprising what you may find in your own yard. These are my old coins, the pocket tumbler stuff that's coming along. Okay. And that was the 1 penny out on the trail, which you can tell by the look of it. And then all of them just came out of the front yard. Crazy, right? That's it. I gotta go. I have about a 80-foot walk today to get out of here. Nice for a change. Alright. Tumble coins back into the pocket. Yard coins into that jar. See you next time.